Welcome to Speaking Of, I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
And here we are again to titillate you with the stories of our lives.
Somebody got word of the day toilet paper.
No, people don't use that word enough anymore now that it came out of my mouth.
Don't they?
They don't. They need to say it more. I like saying it. I'm going to say it 3 more times in this episode.
Just stop. You know what I'm going to be saying multiple times in this episode? Shut it down.
She got that from me.
I figure it's a language he can understand.
And only because I got it from Liz Lemon. But anyhow.
If Liz Lemon says it, then it's legit.
It is totally legit.
I miss Liz Lemon.
I do too. I really wish that show would come back. You know, like how everything else is coming back, like Arrested Development came back for a little bit. They could do another season of 30 Rock.
They could.
It'd be great.
They should.
It would be great.
Wow. Speaking of coming back, let's come back from that.
All right.
First of all, we need to discuss our viewer of the week.
I'm so glad you remembered the viewer of the week because I constantly
Again.
forget. And it's funny because we just barely discussed it.
Isn't that funny?
Mad Cow.
Right. Anyway, this week's viewer of the week is...
Oh, did you want me to announce
Yeah.
it? It is our very special in-studio guest, Riley Jackman!
Woo! Why? Because he's here.
Come on!
Come on.
Come on!
You just have to come back here for a second.
Just come and wave.
Show your pretty face.
Yay! Surely that upped our views by like 5.
Right? You too can be an in-studio viewer of the week.
Speaking of in-studio viewer of the week, no one has found our business cards yet. I mean, I would even take a complaint. Found it in your book and didn't
Now,
want
to
it.
be fair, we have only placed them in places where people get killed. So, there's that.
Did I tell that story?
No.
Well, speaking of killings and when we were there, I kid you not, not maybe 5 days later, there was a report on the news that someone got stabbed.
Yeah. It could have been us.
It could have been us. So
But it wasn't.
Those are the risks we take here at Speaking Of.
It's true.
For our
you.
promotions, all for you.
Right.
So, speaking of risks and living to a ripe old age,
Yes.
I saw this great thing on the interweb today where it said, wouldn't it be great if instead of age was referred
This
to...
is challenging. Let's start over.
Just kidding. No more
Wouldn't it be
takes.
great
If age were referred to as levels, because then when you say, hey, I leveled up to 25 today, it sounds awesome.
I'm level expert.
I mean,
done.
think about it. I'm level 85. Take that, level 13.
Yeah, level
Just
13.
saying. I was so satisfied with that story, I had to give it an extra crossing off the agenda. I dropped the mic. I was looking up at the boom. It did fall on us that one time.
It didn't fall on us, it fell towards us. Apparently it couldn't hear us very well. It had to get closer. Anyway,
Can you
speaking
imagine?
of killing people, because we were,
It's true, we were.
yeah. I saw, so you know you have the cars where they have all the stickers on the back that tell you how often they run and how far they run and how special they are because they run. You know, the ones.
Those people.
Well, I saw one and it had all those crappy stickers on it. I don't just call them crappy because they make me feel bad about myself, but that's part of it. Anyway,
Wow.
it also had one that I appreciated, which was, I run so I don't kill people. And I thought, you know, that's nice. I would consider that community service. Producer has mentioned so you have the stickers that say 26.2 or this one had a 70 point whatever. There are some that say 0.0. And that's pretty much what I should get because unless somebody
Great.
deadly is chasing me, no. Because, and I'll tell you why.
Tell us why, Kate. Tell us.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
So this
Tell us.
person runs so they don't kill people, right? Which I would consider community service. Well, I don't have that. I don't get endorphins when I exercise. I get angry.
Really?
So if I run, I would kill people. Ask the Hubs. Every time he's like, let's go on a brisk walk. And we go, and by the time we get back...
Brisk walk.
Yeah, by the time we get back, I'm full on, I'm going to punch you in the throat.
I couldn't believe, speaking of your brisk walks, when you texted me over the Thanksgiving holiday and said you were out on a brisk walk. I think on Thanksgiving Day,
Yes,
actually.
we walked to the store to get... Wait. Oh, yes.
This is when I want the light bulb. Wait. Ding!
We walked to the store to get blueberry muffins because I thought we would be having them for breakfast that morning, but no, we didn't eat them until the next day.
Clearly, because you did not have them in...
That's all. I just wasn't sure why we walked all the way to the store on Thanksgiving Day to get muffins that we weren't going to eat until Friday. But they were delicious.
Blueberry muffins often are.
They were Lehigh Roller Mill blueberry muffins.
Then they
Blueberry
really
muffins.
are. Lehigh Roller Mill should give us some money for promoting them. Right now.
They barely have enough money to sustain themselves. Okay? You're off the hook, Lehigh Roller Mill.
My thoughts are coming too fast. Kate's are a little bit slow today. Somewhere in the middle is a happy medium.
Oh, it's happy, all right. I don't know if it's medium.
So speaking of thinking,
Wow.
it reminded me of another great at-work story that I did not share with our viewers.
Oh, yes.
So I'm teaching, and it's math class, and I'm giving out math and giving out the assignments.
You're giving
and
out math?
I'm giving out math. It's how I'm that good.
Wow.
I can just give it out. I don't have to even teach it anymore. Here's your math. Now do it.
Are you sure that's an A and not an E? Because you can't do that at school.
No, you cannot.
Anyway.
So I'm giving out the assignment, and I'm like, okay, you have X amount of time to finish it. If you don't finish it, then it's homework.
Off with your hands! Oh,
Yes.
Homework. Same
Homework.
difference.
Pretty much. If you're a teenager, let's face it. So
Or me.
one of my students is looking, and they appear to be deep in thought. And so I look at her, and I'm like, are you thinking? And she looks at me very deadpan, and the only way she can deliver, no, I am judging.
That's my new favorite! You tell her she's my favorite.
Oh, you and this particular student would get along famously.
I'm judging.
I'm judging. She was not happy that I had given time constraints for that assignment. So much the fact that she also wrote a note home to my mother
That's even better.
that says, "Dear Mr. V's mom, he is torturing us with the math and all the other stuff. He needs to go to jail. Sincerely, so-and-so."
You know, I'm not gonna lie. A couple days in the pokey might do you some good.
Never mind, I'm stopping right now.
Every time. Every time.
So yes, and even more priceless was my mom's response, and I need to get this note back to the student. I'll see what I can do.
She would, too. I know a guy.
Speaking of knowing a guy, Ant-Man comes out on DVD this month. Disney, you owe us money for promoting your movie.
Yeah, Disney. Speaking of Disney, just kidding, not really. I got nothing.
To do. No, but speaking of Ant-Man, which reminds me of the new Captain America movie that is coming out. Have you seen the trailer yet?
No.
It's called Captain America Civil War.
I
And
have
Captain
heard that.
America and Iron Man, they're not happy, and they're gonna fight each other.
Can't we all just get along?
I don't know, but when I saw it, it made me think of you, because Kate always likes to say, I like it when they fight. She likes her Avengers to squabble.
I do like me those Marvel men. It's true.
Oh, and then speaking of the Marvel men, I had another story I needed to tell you. This is what happens when we don't see each other before we shoot.
Which producer insists upon. Keeps us in our isolation booths.
I would have another student that you would really like, because we're
Maybe I
talking
need to
about...
come to class.
You should. Well... Pull it together now.
Anyway.
So we were having a discussion, a few of us, about who's your favorite superhero, and, you know, names are going back and forth, and my one student looks at me and says, well, Mr. Vincent, what about Vision? And I said, well, what about Vision? And he's like, he's got that cool infinity stone that shoots out lasers, and he used to be Jarvis. And that's why he's my favorite.
He used to be Jarvis. Oh my goodness.
I thought that was great.
Well, speaking of superheroes,
Right.
I don't think that I have relayed this, I was going to say online.
Online.
On the air, whatever.
On the air, on the interwebs.
Which incident...
I still refer... Oh, do you want to tell?
I was... We're so like that.
bad.
We were just about to tell the same story. Jared likes to call it taping. Like we're still 20.
We are!
Anyway, so speaking of superheroes...
Sorry, I just had to look off to the side to see that our viewer of the week is not engrossed at all.
He could not care less! Take that.
Anywho,
My teeth haven't been on that, by the way.
there's no gnaw marks
This
at
time.
all.
Anyway, so I'm walking past the break room at work, and there's a new hire group in there.
Oh,
so there's
no.
there's a lot of them. I see what's going on over there, Scooter. You keep that to yourself.
He's getting ready to chuck it back
If I
at
throw
us.
something at the viewer of the
Here it
week,
comes!
you don't get to throw it back
This should
at
have been
me.
the 3D episode.
Anyway, so I walk past the break room, and there is I don't want to call it a heated discussion, but it was a lively discussion about superheroes.
Some people
and
really get into it.
which are superheroes and which are just cool guys with cool stuff. So so for sure the guy was like, Iron Man, no, he's not a superhero. He's just a rich guy with cool stuff. Batman, he's not a superhero. He's just a rich guy with cool stuff. Thor, he's a superhero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. According to producer, he's a demigod. I mean, I guess that's true, but whatever. So they were like really getting into this conversation about
Who was the
special powers versus just toys and
Oh, yeah. What?
producer has too many notes. One moment, please.
Somebody's trying to break in.
It
It's the
happens.
4th floor. They're upset with us again.
Well, it's because we don't share a break room. Anyway, we want to know who your favorite superhero is. And now make sure that you include an actual superhero, which actually doesn't work
Yes,
for me
and not
because-
just a rich guy with cool stuff.
No, because my
apparently.
favorite is Iron Man. And so I'm sorry, he's a rich guy with cool stuff, but he's witty and I like it.
She also likes the little dance he does.
I really, really do. Let's watch that again.
Okay, it's even a Christmas movie at that time of year.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Oh, yay! So excited. Do it again.
Do you want to watch Iron Man?
Not that part. Never mind. So tell us who your favorite superhero is. Who's yours?
Thor.
Of course, Thor. Thor.
It was Superman for the longest of times, but now it's Thor.
Speaking of Superman,
Okay.
I was walking through a Best Buy the other day.
Did you see him?
I did,
Oh.
actually, in a barrel.
Soups has finally hit rock bottom.
For those of you who are Breaking Bad fans, I just have to say, speaking of barrels, it's a barrel. Roll it. My favorite line of the whole series. Anyway, so they have like the barrels of the movies that are super cheap, right?
Right.
And in one of them, I see like Lois and Clark.
I love that show.
I know.
I do.
And I saw it and I thought of you.
Oh, thanks. It's where I first fell in love with Terry Hatcher. She lived in Metropolis before she lived on Wisteria Lane.
She gets around, I tell you what.
Producer was mortified by that comment.
I have shattered all of his images of poor Terry Hatcher.
She can take it. She's tough.
She is. That's why we like her.
It's true. All right.
Wait.
Well, oh, there's more?
No, wait, there's more. I did have one more thing.
Okay. I'll let you. Like I could stop her.
Well, there's that. So on my way home from work, I passed by this complex that's growing. Well, I mean, it's like it's beginning developed. It's not actually growing.
That reminds me, speaking of the complexes,
Oh, I've got a complex.
I wanted
and
to
it is
move
growing.
into this complex. It's
Oh,
a
no.
senior complex.
Okay, you know what? I have to tell a different story now.
Okay.
Speaking of senior complexes, and we're not talking about complexes that seniors have.
We're talking about
that's for a
where they
different
live.
episode. No lie, every time we pass by a community of any sort that Jared says, I think I'd like to live there, every time it's a senior community. Every time. In fact,
In my defense, the one is shaped like a castle. Who wouldn't want to live there?
it's true. But this is such a problem that we passed an area that has just been leveled. They're just getting started. And he's like, are they building something there? I think I'd like to live there. And I said, Jared, senior housing. I have the picture that I took on my way home after that I saw the sign that said senior housing development that we'll show you.
It's sad.
Even when it doesn't exist yet, he knows.
I want to be retired.
Don't we all?
I tell you
The
what.
Kaiser Chiefs have a song about that. Kaiser Chefs.
Friendly Indians.
Supposedly.
Not a word. Irregardless of that.
Did they go to the zoo? Supposedly. That was for you, June.
Chris, apparently you and I need to leave. They need a room. We need a little private time together.
Watch it.
Since we're talking to the camera.
Speaking of superheroes, real quick.
We're like so over, but
I know.
go ahead.
Sorry, only Devin's still watching by now. Speaking of superheroes, Chris is one.
Because he's Spidey?
He's Spider-Man. That's how I met him.
He hanging off a building? Did he thwart some bad guys in front of you?
Thwart.
Poor producer.
Poor Scooter's just trying to keep it together.
Okay.
Speaking of thwarting, I think we've done our job.
Yes, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Death. Time of death.
DOA.
Oh, wow. All right, I'm Jared.
I'm really sorry. No,
Are ya?
Sorry, not sorry.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Sad that it's over? Well, it doesn't have to be.
No. Give us some likes and comments, and we will talk about you on the air. Tell us your funny story. Maybe we'll share it. You could be viewer of the week.
Viewer of the week.
That's
you
right.
can join the ranks of Devin and Chris and Publicist.
That's right.
It's a pretty exclusive club.
It is. You should be in it.
You
So
should.
comment, like, share us.
Subscribe.
And subscribe so you
Most
don't miss
important.
any of the topics that we transition to between tangents.
See if you can keep up.
You can do it.